cousins, hey, I'm back. I am back for another night of excitement. Oh, hope y'all have had a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. I have. I know I was um, talking about I didn't want the side effects from taking anti-anxiety medication, the side effect of being drowsy, when you initially start taking the medication, it makes you a little bit drowsy. Well, for myself, speaking for myself, it always made me a little bit drowsy. First 2 weeks or so of taking it, and I didn't want that feeling again. Well, honey, not true. I've been getting some much needed rest all day long. And my body feels good for it. Guess I needed it. It might just be, that I'm finally relaxing a little bit and able to get some rest. Whatever it is, my body must have needed it. And like I said, I always take naps, but it's different when it's restful sleep. So yeah, it has been a restful day over here for Milton Leroy and myself. So like I said, even though I was saying, oh, I don't want that, yeah, I do. And maybe maybe it's not so much a side effect that goes along with the medication, even though it is listed on there. Like I said, maybe it's just that now my body is relaxing more and able to get some rest. And for that, like I said, it's much needed. I'm grateful and I'm thankful for it. Still drinking my lemon water to keep from drinking, eating pickles and drinking pickle juice. Because y'all know I buy the largest jar of pickles that I can that they offer. And I salt them. I put more salt in them than even as I'm eating the pickles. I was dipping them in salt or sprinkling salt on them before I ate them, or while I was eating them. And then afterwards I would drink the pickle juice. So my sister Queen Bee suggested that I start drinking lemon water, because since I've started the infusions, my craving for pickles intensified tremendously. I was ordering 3 of the large jars at a time, and that was only lasting me maybe 2 days. Yeah. So she suggested drinking lemon water. And since I've been drinking the lemon water, I have not had a craving for pickles. I've not even ordered any pickles. In fact, I don't have any pickles in the house. Now, I do have pickle juice, but I don't have any pickles in the house. But I'm not craving the pickle juice at all. I guess it's just around just in case, I get a late night craving. I don't know. But yeah, the lemon water has done great. And I'm sure it has had some helpful benefits. Added some helpful benefits to my health as well. I'm not sure what, but like I said, it knocked down the cravings of wanting the pickles and all that sodium that I was adding to it. Hey cousin, welcome in. All the sodium that I was adding to my diet. So I'm thankful. And now, like I said, we drink lemon water. I say we, but it's not we, it's me. I drink lemon water all day long. And I found out something today. I was eating some canned peaches with light syrup. Milton Leroy likes peaches. It's crazy that he begs for things that I wouldn't think that a cat would even desire or want. I'm thinking that he's just begging because he's nosy. He wants to know what I'm eating. So I was getting ready to pour out the pickle juice, and he was just crying for it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put a little bit in one of his food bowls to see if he, if he likes it or whatever. He did. So I gave him some more. Just a little bit, not a lot. Not enough to upset his stomach or hurt him, but just enough. And he didn't even finish all of that. So like I said, the weirdest things he likes. Things that I would think he would like that my other pet children have liked. Cheese, lunch meat, ice cream. Now he likes ice cream. He likes the pup cups from Chick-fil-A, and also was making them here at home for him. We don't do those as much because I am trying to watch his weight. I don't want him to be overweight like my other pet children. And like I said, but cheese. Why would he not like cheese? Shredded cheese. All kids like cheese. Not Milton Leroy. He acts like I'm giving him, I don't know. He acts like I'm giving him cheese. But he does not like it. He only comes running when he hears me unzip the bag because he thinks it's a bag of treats. But yeah, Milton Leroy likes, and he also liked the pickles. When I was, really craving pickles and eating them a lot, he liked the pickles too. Well, pickle juice. I don't know if he liked pickles or not because I was, craving pickles too much to even offer him a pickle, think about sharing a pickle with him. So I offered him some pickle juice, and to my surprise, he liked it. That was the person last time. Hi, cousin. How are you doing? How's your day been? Happy Wednesday evening. Girl, I'm talking about, I found some stuff that Milton Leroy, well, not some stuff. He does not like the typical little boy stuff that I would think he'd like. He likes the juice from canned peaches. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? You know how I was saying that I did not want the side effect that goes along with taking the antidepressant, the part that makes you sleepy or drowsy for the first, 14 days or so, when you initially started. Well, yes, cousin, I'm here. I figured I'd finish out the month strong, It's been kind of a choppy month for me, so I figured I would finish out the month strong and step into March, ready to go. But I was eating some peaches today, and it was light, the light syrup, so I was going to pour the syrup off of them. And Milton Leroy was just begging, just hollering and yelling at me, so I'm like, okay. I'm going to give him a little bit so he'll know what it is, so he'll go on about his business. I gave him a little bit and he liked it. So I was like, okay, I'll give him a little bit more in his bowl, in a food bowl. And he liked it. He didn't finish it all, but he definitely consumed more than I would have thought he would have. I didn't even think he would like it. I was just giving it to him so he'd know to leave me alone. So from there I had to, kind of elbow, we had to play the little game, keep away, while I ate my peaches. He also likes applesauce. I like my applesauce unsweetened, and I like it really, really cold. So I always keep it in the refrigerator. Whether it's been open or not, I always keep it in the refrigerator because I want it cold, off the rib. And before I get ready to when I'm getting ready to get me some, I will take some out and put it in the freezer for a little bit, just for a few minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes, not long enough for it to freeze, but hey sis, long enough for it to get really, really cold. So I was eating some last week, and Milton Leroy came over, and I was like, dude, you don't want any of this. So the last of it, he was just still trying to get some. So when it came down to the last spoonful, and not even a spoonful, but the last little bit, I was like, okay, I will let him taste this so he'll know that it's not something that he wants. He liked it. So the next time I got some, I gave him some. But only like a little bit because I didn't want it to mess up his stomach. Nothing seems to mess up Milton Leroy's stomach. He was born outside in the wild. But he was so scrawny till I know he didn't have enough sense to eat out of the trash can when he was out there. So maybe his mom was stealing healthy snacks. I don't know. Or maybe she was health conscious and feeding them, applesauce and peaches. I don't know. But anywho, Milton Leroy will not be becoming overweight on my watch. Oh, Queen B and Leah, y'all weren't here last night when I was talking about the funny stories from my childhood. I think Queen B already knows. So, cousin, if you would have watched it, then you know about the first time I decided that I was going to run away, but I was smart enough to know that I did not want to or need to leave the house. I didn't have any money. My dog did not have her hair comb. So, I didn't need to take her out, like that. Her name was Chanel. She did not have her hair comb. So, she didn't need to be out in the public. So they'd be like, oh, she doesn't keep her child hair comb. Yeah, I'm tripping. Anywho. Like I said, didn't have any money. My dog didn't have a hair comb. I did not have probably a overnight bag to even pack with anything, put anything in it. So the best thing I could think of is to write a note and hide really well. And because I always sat behind the recliner, for what, I don't know, but nobody bothered me back there when I was behind the recliner. I just could have sat back there in the open and probably been okay, but that was not good enough for me that day. So I cut a slit down the back of the recliner in the living room and got up in there and was there all day. I was listening to them, go back and forth before they even knew that I was missing or not missing. Before they found the note. People had been sitting on me all day. I did not care. Me and Chanel were balled up back there in the, not really even balled up. I fit really comfortable, and so did Chanel. She was a doll, so you could just bend her any kind of way. But, yeah, we stayed back there all day. I don't even know about what time that morning I decided to execute my genius plan. But, yeah, we were back there all day. I remember, them going in and out, calling for me, and just everywhere, honey. And, I don't know who was in the chair, and why didn't they call the law? But I guess they're like, she'll come back. She probably off in the woods with a puppy, rescuing a puppy. But that would have been all the more reason to call the law. You didn't. So I'm not the only one who's did. Okay. Yeah, I left a note. But see, my note was telling everybody what I thought of them. And I ain't gonna put up with it no more. My note had something about every last one of them that I did not like, or I did not appreciate. And at that time, I was not talking. I didn't really start talking until until I turned 13. I would talk to my mom some, and I would talk to my granddad a lot. I would talk to my cousin. But as far as my brothers and sisters and my dad, no. I didn't really have too much to say. And when I finally started talking, my mom asked me why didn't I talk for all those years, and I told her I didn't have anything to say, and she was like, "Oh, that makes sense." Never asked me anything else, but I didn't. I didn't have anything to say. I didn't know those other kids, even though my mom was like, "These are your brothers and sisters. You know, 2 of them were here when you were born." Like, I don't know that. You could have went and got these kids the night before you had me. I don't know these kids. And I was like, I'll give the younger ones, you know, even though I don't remember, you know, but I give you a little bit of credit that the younger ones might be related to me. And I literally lived 13 years like I was the only child, and probably a little bit beyond that I was the only child, and treated them as such. And I didn't, it's not that I treated them bad per se. I would be off on my own, you know, reading a book with the cats or the dogs or, you know, whatever, over my grandparents' house. And not like they were fighting to be around me either. But, yeah. But how they found me, I went to sleep and they could hear me breathing in the chair. So my mom was like, they turned off everything in the house and they could hear me breathing. And they located me in the back of the chair. And it wasn't a warm welcome like you would have thought, like the prodigal son welcome, where, oh, we've been looking for you all day. We're so glad you're okay. Welcome home, you know, go kill the fattest calf, you know, big feast. No. They beat the hell out of me for cutting the back of that chair. Yeah, not quite. In my genius plan to get a whooping that day. But I did. Yeah. You got hungry. Yeah, that would have been a reason for me to leave the chair if I had not fallen asleep. If I had not fallen asleep, and like I said, I don't know what the rest of the plan was. If I were able to have, you know, stayed awake all night. Really? Have we all done that? Have we all done that? Where did you go, Leah? Did you leave the house? Because, honey, it was something else. It was something else. Like I said, I didn't plan it all the way through at all. Because I don't even know what the plan would have been. Say if they had called the police, or if I hadn't have fallen asleep. You went in the backyard. So, and Queen Bee, how far did you go? I wasn't going too far. Same here. same here. Like I said, just did not think it all the way through. But yeah, like I said, the whipping definitely was not in the plan either. You know, so yeah, it did not go well. The first part of it went great. Securing, the utensil to be able to open up the back of the chair, and therefore my doll Chanel and I could reside for hours. Didn't even pack anything to drink, which was good because then I would have had to go out and use the bathroom, so that was good. But didn't have any snacks or anything like that, probably because we didn't have it in the house. Really? Did they come and find you, or did you just eventually? Oh, you did. You said you went home because you were hungry. Okay. Okay. So how long were you gone? Like hours? Because I was gone some hours. What? Gone, but not gone. I was in hiding for hours. So, and all while I was missing, honey, they were still. Yeah, she left. And see, if I had a walk, I was in the country now, so if I had walked around the road to another street, that I had relatives on that street too. It was some hours. Okay, so I was gone some hours too. Like I said, I don't know when they realized that I was gone, but I had probably been gone some hours before they even realized that. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Now, if Chanel had her hair comb, if I had a comb Chanel hair the night before, because I think I just woke up and was like, hey, I'm blowing this joint today. Chanel and I are leaving today. We've had enough. Hey, Lamont. We have had enough of their shenanigans. We are blowing this joint today. Oh, they sent your brother looking for you. Did he find you? Because if in the street I could have went on, I would have had relatives on that street. So, I feel better. So I did not dare. And plus, like I said, we didn't have any money. It was summertime. The ice cream man would have been coming around. I would have been upset. I didn't, Chanel had one comb. So, we weren't leaving the house. But now, had I combed her hair the night before, we might have taken to the street. I'm not sure. We may have. But, yeah, Lamont, I was saying, that I didn't want to take the medication initially because, there were two reasons. Because I felt like I was regressing in my treatment. Oh, they made you go back on your own. Okay, you made your way back on your own. Because I felt like, I was regressing in my treatment, even though that's not the case. But having to start back on medication that I have gotten, away from in my treatment, and then having to go back to it felt like, regression. And also, I didn't want the side effects of it, of making me drowsy, and having to go through, initially starting the medication what makes you drowsy for like, two or so weeks. That's how it always, has been for me. And today, it made me drowsy. I've had some great rest today. So I don't know if it's the medication itself that makes me drowsy, even though it is a side effect of the medication. It may just be that because it is working and I'm more relaxed, I can rest. Because even when I was sleeping a little bit, it was not restful sleep. My mind was still running, my stomach was still upset, still had that pressure in my chest. That is subsiding. I did not have the nervous stomach as much today, so it is working, and I was able to get some rest. Oh, Queen Bee! See, Your mama was crying. My mama, like I said, honey, they beat the hell out of me for cutting the back of that chair over. They didn't think nothing about that was funny, cute, welcome home. No, no, no. You go outside and get 3 switch. You need 3. I'm gonna braid 3 for you because you, and then your daddy gonna get you too when he get home from work. Cause what would make you cut the whole? I mean, and literally, I could have just cut a small slit. Was scrawny, just straight up and down. I mean, I was probably like 9 years old. So, had not hit the growth spurt yet. My mom used to say your clothes would fall off of you if you did not have shoulders. So I was just scrawny. And, no, Liam! I'm sorry for laughing. Yeah, we all related. Nothing. Kind of put some of that, back then they had some stuff that you could, like leather tape or something, that you could put on it. Because, baby, I cut it from the top all the way down almost to the bottom. It looked like the opening of a tent, like a teepee. So they end up putting that, like some color match tape, leather tape down the back of it. And dared me to take my tail back there again. Like I said, I was expecting. Hey, man. Hey, Kim. Hey, cousin Kim. Hey, man. I was expecting like a welcome home, like the prodigal son, We didn't have any cows or calves, but they could have went over my grandparents' house and got one. Or at least a duck. They could have gotten something. But it was none of that. Baby, when they found me, and then they talked about, we heard somebody breathing in the house. I was tired. I had been sat on in a recliner chair all day. I'm back there with a dog. Y'all remember the dogs that they claimed, the dogs that walked, they were like really tall dogs, and all it was, they had rubber bands in the leg, and you had to still kind of make them walk. Well, not kind of, you still had to make them walk. I had one, and her name was Chanel, so she was pretty tall. And so we sat in the back of that chair all day long while people sitting on us, smelling food cooking, all that. And then, when they did realize that we were gone, but not gone, back there listening to them calling for me and looking for me in and out of the house. And yeah. So, it wasn't what I expected. I was expecting, like I said, prodigal son, welcome home. I was expecting for them to have read my note and taken everything into consideration and be like, okay, we're not going to do this anymore. We're not going to do that anymore. Because I left a note kind of like of dislikes and demands. This is what y'all are doing. This is what I want you to do. This is what you need to do. Baby, they didn't take that note into consideration. They didn't take anything into consideration other than the fact that I had cut the back of the chair. Now I'm thinking about it, I probably would have just went and sat up under the house. It was nice and cool up under the house. I just would have went. And nobody was coming out there at night looking for me. Yeah, because, like I said, I guess because I had some strange ways, even as a child. And like I said, I know I'm thrown off now, even as an adult. And like I said, I used to sit behind that rocking chair, behind the recliner chair, all the time. Me and my dog, we used to sit behind the recliner chair for hours on end. Take naps back there, just sitting back there, reading books, coloring, and nobody messed with me. And I guess that's why I continued to do it, because when I was back there, even though I could see them, they could see me. They could be sitting at the kitchen table and looking right at me. Nobody said anything. Nobody said, get your tail from back there, or what you doing, or let me see that. They didn't call my name. So I could have just stayed back there, in the open and not been bothered, but I needed some stuff to be fixed, so that's, I felt like I'd get their attention by running away, and I need to be out of sight to literally pull it off. And I'm pretty sure I came up with the plan while I was sitting behind the recliner chair. Y'all imagine somebody coming to y'all house, because I would sit back there, I don't care if company was there or not. I would be sitting back there minding my own business. And they would let me. And at a young age, I remember my mom saying that I played well by myself. That basically, I was a self-starter. I didn't need anybody. If you showed me something one time, I got it. Or just leave me to my own devices, I'll figure it out. And she was like, she likes being by herself. And she does well by herself. Give her a puppy or a kitten or, a group of, just a whole litter of cats and dogs. Baby, I was in heaven. But it's not that, now that I've gotten older, it's not that I like being by myself, but I thought that was what I was supposed to do. Because they said I was good at it, So, okay. Okay. We'll talk tomorrow. Is that okay? When we talk tomorrow? I'll cancel the reminder that's supposed to drop Saturday. Okay. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know, but now I'm concerned. But, I was saying that, now that I've gotten older, I really didn't like being by myself then. I don't really like being by myself now. I'm used to it now. So I don't consider it a bad thing. I didn't consider it a bad thing then. But I would have liked to have been included, instead of, being overlooked like, oh, she's off by herself, she likes being by herself. Well, that's only because I had been told that. So that's what I thought was, normal for me, or what I was supposed to do, or what they wanted me to do. So yeah. Here we are, 54 years, and people, I don't think I'm a loner. I do enjoy my own company. I've gotten accustomed to it, good, bad, ugly, and different, I do. Either I'm going to be here fussing at myself, which I don't do that much of anymore, if any. Talking to myself, still talk to myself a lot. And laugh. And laugh about the stuff I'm telling myself. Like that dream that I have about skipping through the field with an empty Easter basket. Hey, Brad. Hey, little sis. I had to playing whack-a-mole with folks. That tickles the devil out of me, whether I am sleep dreaming about it or whether I'm awake thinking about it or talking about it. So I know it has to happen. I don't even know where that came from. Maybe I was feeling down one day, and God, knowing my sense of humor, he needed to give me something, put something on my brain to make me laugh. So that has been with me a long time. That and the nursing home heist. Honey, that has been with me since 40 years, if not longer. Because I've been planning the great nursing home heist for a long time. I shared it with my children. My daughter did not think it was, good idea or see the humor in me doing it. My son was like, whatever. Ain't no sense of trying to talk out of it. She's been talking about this, as long as I can remember, she gonna do this. And now that I have cousins who have offered to to assist me in my great nursing home, plan. Cousin Charlene said she would check her mother in there, just so she'll be able to work there. Make her mother one of the patients. Oh yeah, and I think it's hilarious how y'all have found your role in my great plan, because you obviously know I'm gonna need some help to pull this off. Originally, I always thought I only needed a good set of walkie-talkies, getaway car, not really a getaway car, but a car. And I needed a trusted friend on the inside. Hi, Christopher. Happy Wednesday evening. How are you doing, my love? Like I said, a good set of walkie-talkies. I offered to, I'm glad to hear you doing great, Christopher. Hey, baby. I offered to send for Melvin. I asked him if he wanted me to come and get him, send for him, and nurse him through his illness. And please send him on. Please send Melvin down here with a one-way ticket. I will take care of him. I will take care of him so well y'all wouldn't even recognize Melvin. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, Brittany. But I did. I told Melvin yesterday, or day before yesterday, I was like, hey, dude, let me come and get you. Let me, send for you, and you can come to Alabama. I told him you can leave as soon as you're well. But I would take care of him. Y'all know that's my buddy. That's my baby Melvin. So I would definitely take care of him. Now, we might have to go around or two when he starts feeling better. But he used to having bumps, bruises, lumps, and and all of that. So yeah, when he start feeling better and feeling his Cheerios, we might have to go around or two, But other than that, I would definitely take really, really good care of him. I take great care of him. But he declined. He declined my offer. Because Melvin said he wanted to be able to leave when he get ready. And I was like, dude, why would I not let you leave when you got ready? More than willing, ready. I'm more than willing to let you leave as soon as you're ready to go. When I deem, and the doctors deem that you're ready to go. Not a moment sooner than that. But yes, y'all keep Melvin in prayer, please. because he needs it. He needs it. You know, if he is not cutting up, he not starting trouble, he not on TikTok messing with anybody. Now he'll come on every once in a while and say a little bit, you know, to keep trouble in the air. But as far as doing it like he normally does, y'all, Melvin would get thrown out of more rooms. Right. Exactly. Melvin has been thrown off of more panels on TikTok than the law allowed. I have never seen anyone like it. Anything or anyone like this. Melvin will go, and Queen B can attest to this. We were in a gospel live one Sunday morning. Gospel live playing gospel music one Sunday morning. Here comes Melvin. And thank God, he did not see us. We saw him first. And I was just getting ready to speak to Melvin. Had it already in the comment bar. Was getting ready to hit send when I saw a comment from Melvin pop up. Y'all, Melvin put in the comment asking the DJ, can he play Candy Liquor by Marvin Stevens? Baby, I deleted my comment. Queen B dipped. That was the first time that I almost deleted Melvin as a friend and blocked him. I didn't want him speaking to me in that live. I didn't want anybody to know that I knew Melvin. Queen B said, that joker better not speak to me. And she was gone. I was in shock. Somebody replied back to him. They were like, one of the moderators replied back to me and said, no, we will not be doing that. And Melvin, like I said, he didn't see Queen B and myself. So the next time we were on a live together, we brought it up. I'm like, Melvin, what is wrong with you? Why would you do that in a gospel live? Oh, I was mistaken. I didn't know it was a gospel. Yes, you did. It was only, it said it on the screen. It was only gospel music playing. So that Melvin just wanted to start trouble. And then the moderator was getting ready to block him. And I remember the host saying, no, it's all right. He's good people, you know, leave him, don't, just leave him, you know, it's okay. And I'm like, this is a nut. I have seen Melvin go up in people's lives that he didn't know. And why they bring him up on their panel, God only knows. I was in the bushes one day, and Melvin was on a panel. What's in water? Lemon water. Still drinking lemon water is the best thing. It has saved my life. How do you see the cup, though? Can you see the cup? But yeah, it's just lemon water. I was passing, you know, just scrolling FYP page, and saw Melvin in a live full of women. He's on the panel. And I'm like, I don't know any of these women. And to come find out, he didn't either, but they pulled him up. I was getting ready again to tap in. No, not Red Cup Wednesday. It's Red Cup every day for me. It's just got water in it. Lemon water to be exact. I said, I'm not buying any more cups or like glassware until I move. That's when I'll buy more glassware. Right now it's disposable everything. Yeah, when I left Like I said, I left, didn't have anywhere to go. So I took 2 plates, 2 bowls, 2 saucers. I took like 2 of everything, even silverware, 2 of everything. So yeah, I do have plates, but only 2. Oh, but what was it? Oh yeah. So I was in the FYP page, and I saw Melvin. I was just getting ready to tap in again, and I heard a lady. Melvin said something that I don't even know what he said now, but I heard I heard the host tell Melvin to shut his ass up. And Melvin, since you shut your ass, baby, everybody's box became unmuted. Because at the time it was just him and the host. So I don't know, she asked him a question, how he answered it, but it went sideways. So she told Melvin to shut his ass up. Melvin tells the host to shut her ass up. All the boxes come open. Everybody's cussing Melvin out. And he's trying to talk back to him. And maybe the next thing you know, he was gone. They done dropped him and blocked him. And this is typical. This is all day long. If they let Melvin up, you can bet your last dollar it's gonna go sideways. His own lives go sideways. Melvin had to make a disclaimer last year. He had to make a disclaimer last year that he wasn't gonna have people walking up in his live and cussing him out. Baby, they was coming 3 at a time sometimes. People coming up in Melvin live that he has been up in their live acting a fool, so they would catch him live and come up in his live and cuss him out right off the rip before the live even got started. Talking about my moderators will take care. No, we not. We're not gonna do nothing. We're gonna let them people get what they have to say off of their chest because they say what they have to say and they leave. So we're not dropping nobody. Matter of fact, we the ones that brought them up there. We're the ones that brought them up there. And a lot of Melvin stuff is if he thinks you're a woman, he is in your inbox. And this is the way it goes. All you have to do is say hi to Melvin. Come up in his live or send a gift, say hi. Just come up in his live. Or let him see you live and he follow you. He will be in your inbox. It starts off with him sending, good morning, God is good, happy whatever day it is, Jesus loves you and so do I. With a little gospel music behind it. If you like that or say, oh, good morning back to to him, happy whatever day it is, God bless you as well. Okay. Like I tell them all, that's when you're messing up. If you don't want Melvin to get started with you, you need to cut him off first interaction. And then that still does not work because some people will tell you that Melvin will still come up in their inbox after they tell him to stop. Okay, you let him get by with the gospel songs, right? Let him get by with the gospel songs. Then he's going to start sending you, yes, ma'am, when you grab a drink. What does that mean? You let him get by with the gospel songs. Then he's going to start sending you posts of himself in a 15-piece suit and his military uniform with some will have gospel, some will have, old school, slow jam. They'll start off with the pictures of him in the gospel. Now you let those go, then you move into the same pictures with old school slow jam. Lamont, I'm waiting on your answer. What that mean? Then after that, if you let that go, now we just full blown slow jam and boys to men up in there. So you let him get that far, and it's unwarranted. You're gonna have to block him to stop him then. There's no, no, stop sending me this. Don't send me this. Stay out of my. You're gonna have to block him at that point because you have let it go on entirely too long. If he's gotten to just sending R&B songs. So, yeah, y'all keep my buddy in your prayer because there's a lot of people that's missing Melvin right now. Missing Melvin, harassing them on TikTok and in real life. I'm sure. I am sure. I was sick with COVID. I asked Melvin. I said, Melvin, don't call me early in the morning. I don't feel good. Don't call me early in the morning. It's like I told Melvin, please call me early in the morning. Calls even got earlier. Melvin called me at 4:30, 5:30 my time. He's an hour ahead of me. So I was talking to Queen B when I was like, maybe Melvin will listen to me. Please tell Melvin stop calling me early in the morning. She said, okay. And she did. And I know it, Queen B. And she told Melvin, she said, look, don't call her early in the morning. She's resting. She does not feel good. Melvin called me early the next morning. Why you ask Queen B that? You got Queen B telling me not to call you. You could have just told me that you... I did tell you that, Melvin. I asked you nicely not to call me early in the morning. Then I told you, stop calling me. Get off my line. Stop playing on my phone. And I told Queen B, I said that you could call me anyway. She said I knew he would. And no, go ahead. Every time I talked to him, he was like, and he always says the same thing. I don't want y'all to forget about me. And I was like, how could we? How could we? We miss him, God knows. I'm let me stop. I was just gonna say I miss those early morning phone calls. I do not. Now I'm calling him early in the morning, but not early like he was doing me. I am mindful of the time. Just to check on him, from over in the night, make sure that he's okay. He had a good night. And if he feels like it, he'll call back later on in the day. I spoke with him this morning, and he said he's gonna call me back when he. And then he got up, and I told him just take his time, because I haven't heard back from him today. And I see he hasn't popped on, so hopefully he's getting some rest and recharging and feeling better. Hopefully he didn't do too much today. Because Melvin talking about it's 20 inches of snow outside. I don't want to go outside in the snow. And he sound convincing to me, and I'm like, oh no, we can't do this. This is not what we're gonna do, and you're not gonna have me all upset and worried about you that you're gonna go outside and play in the snow. But yeah, he said that he was just talking. I don't know what. Okay. But yeah, I was trying to think of some other things that I've gotten. I've gotten into a lot of stuff as a kid. Um, yeah, yeah, a lot of stuff. I didn't know. I'm gonna end on this story though, because I'm gonna go and the Cadillac of shower chairs is calling me, honey, and I can't tell it no. I got to go whenever it calls, and then I'm going back to sleep. I'm going to bed. And y'all, my body has been feeling so good. I'm wondering if I can't start back sleeping in my bed. I haven't slept in my bed in over a year, well over a year. And I keep looking at it like maybe, but I'm scared that if I do and I wake up hurting, that's not gonna be good. But yeah. So I'm gonna try taking a nap in there maybe and see how that goes. Now, hey Luke. Oh Lord, y'all, I done locked Milton Leroy in the bathroom. Hold on a minute. Bless I didn't even see that he been in there fooling around my shower. Jesus Christ. Hey buddy, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Milton, I'm sorry, Moose. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were in there, Milton. Come here. I didn't know you were in there, I promise. Milton, don't be upset. Don't be upset, man. I'm sorry. See? I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm so sorry. You gotta stop doing that, though, bud. Y'all. Now he upset. Like I did it on purpose. Oh, he did text you this morning. Okay, good. You said when I picked up my cup early. Okay. No, it's just lemon juice. No, Mr. Leroy. Hey, Moot, I'm so sorry, man. Yeah, she wouldn't. Your mama would never do that on purpose. You know I wouldn't do that. Don't act like that, Milton. It's okay, bud. It's okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Look at it. I'm so sorry, Milton. Okay? Okay. Okay. Her sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't do that on purpose. I would have been looking for the baby. Yeah. You know I would have been looking for the baby. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. You know. Let me see. Let me see that. Okay. Yeah. Your mama wouldn't do that. Yeah. You know she need her baby. You know she need her baby. Kinda did have nerve to act like I did it on purpose. Nobody does that on purpose to the baby. You know that. Okay. Look, I got something. Aha! Aha! Come on. Come on. Y'all, Milton love paper. Come on. But, what was I telling y'all? I was telling y'all another story. Now I can't think of what the story is. I cannot. There are a lot of them. A whole lot of them. I don't know. I can't remember which one I was getting ready to tell. two came to mind. I was gonna tell one because it was like shorter, but I can't remember which one right now. It'll come back to me. How could it not? I did it. But not right now. I guess it's not gonna come back right now. I got kind of thrown off by Milton Leroy. And then him acting like I did it on purpose. When I opened up the door to the bathroom, he took off running, looking back like I was chasing him. I just rescued you, dude. Ain't no telling. He probably been up in there asleep on my shower chair, sitting on the shower chair, doing everything under the sun on my shower chair. Every time I go in there to use it, I have to, clean it off again with Clorox because I don't know what Milton Leroy been up there doing. So, yeah. Might need to get him a shower chair. How about that? Or one of those little kid patio chairs. Sorry, y'all. Milton Leroy is fighting a piece of paper and he's moving my phone. But yeah, I'll remember what the story was because, like I said, there's a lot of them, a whole lot of them. And plus, I'm still getting into stuff today. Not really getting into stuff. I just like playing on the phone now. And then if I'm out and I see an opportunity to, have a little fun, I'm gonna do it. My son says I'm like a mischievous. Good night. Good night. God, thank you, Christopher. They'll tell you they had an interesting childhood. I know it, honey. I know it, Leah. Just all in his feelings. Thank you, Lamont. You have a great night. In his feelings, honey. Now I probably got to share my applesauce with him later on. I was going to anyway, but I was making think it was just a treat, So, yeah. But y'all, I'm gonna say goodnight. Next time I'll write it down. Y'all know I have to write stuff down. When I tell y'all the brain fog from these infusions are real. It's a wonder I can, remember stuff I need to do. But I somehow do. But thoughts, they seem to come and go as they see fit. And it seems like the 10th is just, this monthly thing is going to be right around the corner every time. Because I just had it done on the 10th, and then, the 10th will be here in no time. And this is a short month, so, yeah. So not really even 30 days apart. But like I said, I am feeling the effects of it. I don't know if it's, totally from the infusion or if it's, the dietary changes that I've made. But I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. Feels a lot better than I did before the 10th, My body feels a lot better than it did. So hopefully, this doing it every 4 weeks will keep me feeling like this on, all the time without the, the dip when it gets close to my infusion date. So far, so good. And, I'll start a high dose of steroids 5 days before my infusion. So I'll really be getting like 6 days of a higher dose of steroids. So hopefully, like I said, everything just continues to get better and better and better, with each passing day. It seems to be anyway. So I'm thankful and I'm beyond grateful for that. And thank y'all for hanging in here with me tonight, listening to my stories. Like I said, there are countless more Cousin Leah, Christopher, Queen V, Brittany, Matt, Kim, Lamont, and anyone else that was here. Thank y'all so much. And you too. And you too, cousin. You too. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Have a great Wednesday night. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Like I said, we'll finish off this month strong and be ready to barge right into March, kicking doors open. We'll march right into these new blessings. I love you too, sweetheart. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night. Milton Leroy said he ain't studying y'all. Usually he'll say good night. And Milton Leroy said he ain't studying y'all. So he been locked up and imprisoned in the bathroom. He said he ain't studying y'all. Y'all do me a favor, hit that like button on your way out. And I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Good night.